Good afternoon. Today is April 1st. My name is Rosario Cruz, and I'm going to be going over week 4 lab exercise of the lymphatic system. I'm sorry, I'm squinting, but I don't have my contacts, so it's kind of hard for me to see far away. So the computer, basically what I have is the page, the class, basically, so it can tell me exactly what I'm going to be going over. So starting with, I always thought that our lymph nodes were actually over here in the front, but it seems like they're actually towards the back. This is basically where you have your tonsils. Then if you go down a little more, you have your subclavicle vein. Your thymus is actually right here. Your spleen is actually around this area. It's on your left-hand side. Then you have your appendix. Your appendix is actually down underneath, right at the end of the intestine, of your large intestine. So it's on your right side. Then you have your P's patches. Those are actually patches that are on the wall of the intestine. And then you have your cervical lymph nodes, which are basically the lymph nodes are around your cervix, and your axillary lymph nodes, which are right here. They've asked us to go over the system, how it flows, how the lymphatic flow goes. The lymphatic flows not like the blood system. The blood system, obviously the heart is the one pumping, and that's how the blood rotates all over our body. The way that the flow goes for the lymphatic system is actually produced by the movement of our muscles and our joints. So it actually follows just one route. It basically it's in one direction. It starts in the lymphatic capillaries. Then they actually flow down to the interstitial spaces, down to the lymphatic spaces, and then down to the lymphatic vessels, and then down to the lymphatic knobs where the filtration actually happens. Once the blood or the stream actually gets filtrated, then it goes up to the lymphatic spaces again. The lymphatic vessels, Then it goes up to the subclavicle vein, and then goes back up to the rotation, basically where it all started, in the capillaries again. As I was reading about the system, it actually, I don't really even know that we had a lymphatic system going, but it's actually very cool to see. We actually have lymphatic ducts pretty much all over our body, from the waist up, and they all need to be filtrated too. So just as like the blood, it needs to be filtrated, like I said, but it's funny how it just goes. It's just one cycle only. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If I went too fast, I'm sorry, but I found this very interesting, especially because of the subclavicle vein that we have down here, and the how they connect to the axillaries knobs and the veins itself. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for everything, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.